What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we've got some brand spankin' new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And so, let's get started. Now, first things first, what's been going on this week for Destiny 2? Well, at the Tuesday weekly reset, a couple of very important things happened. First of all, Grandmaster Nightfalls went live for the first time in episode Heresy. And if you want to know how to beat this week's featured Grandmaster, the Hypernet Current, definitely check out my guide linked right up above. Gonna showcase some incredible builds and a bunch of tips. But the Nightfall weapon this week is the return of the iconic Palindrome Legendary Hand Cannon. But there's a bunch of controversy surrounding this weapon. So a lot of people are saying that the rolls just suck, right? They did the Palindrome dirty, it's not worth going after. While a lot of other people are saying the rolls aren't that bad. Explosive payload in the left column is always great for a PvE hand cannon, and explosive plus, rolling thunder with how good bolt charge is an interesting roll. But it's really not helping the case, guys, that one of the most interesting rolls is explosive payload plus master of arms to increase the damage. We've actually never had that combination before, to my knowledge, but it doesn't work. That's right, the Palindrome is cursed. Master of Arms does not actually buff the explosive damage from explosive payload, so you get like a 2% damage increase. It's completely not worth getting right now. Hopefully Bungie buffs it in the future, but again, that just adds to the controversy. Like, the few people that are really trying to get this weapon that have convinced themselves there's some decent rolls, the rolls don't even work properly. So an unfortunate way to return such an iconic weapon. But something else that happened on that Tuesday weekly reset that you need to know about is a very important patch. So we have some activity fixes right here for Trials of Osiris, competitive. You also have the Sundered Doctrine and the 0-hour exotic mission that were affected, and you can just see these changes on screen right now. For gameplay and investment, however, like for the Hunter Blight Ranger exotic, canceling Arc Staff with Blight Ranger will now trigger Bolt Charge. For the Arbor Warden for the Titan, the Baronade now picks up the benefits of Storm's Keep, so you can throw your Storm's Keep barricade to other places. That's actually really interesting. For the Warlock, we have fixes to Speaker's Sight, the Solipsism, Spirit of Filaments, and Spirit of Necrotic right here. But then we get into the weapons. For the Lodestar, they reduce the damage fall-off range when fired from the hip. They actually had to disable this weapon because it was so powerful, so that should be re-enabled now. We have some fixes to the Finalities Augur and the Barrow Dyad. Then for abilities, they fixed an issue where Ionic Sentry's turret damage / kills did not count as ability damage / kills. This is actually huge. Like, this is going to make it so that your Ionic Sentry now properly synergizes with your build. For example, if you're using the Crown of Tempest exotic helmet, where arc ability kills will give you benefits, now all of those Ionic Sentry turret kills will count towards that, guys. Also, they fixed an issue where causing Bolt Charge to discharge when healing an ally with a Rift. But they also changed it so that Hunter could not have the roaming supers end early when using Ascension. Then for the artifact, they updated Flashover to no longer provide increased bolt charge damage versus people in PvP. That's an important one. They fixed an issue where the boost to Volatile Marksman was providing class ability energy on any instance of splash damage instead of just volatile detonations. That's, again, super important, guys. There was strategies for one phase killing bosses in the dungeon where you would just use an auto rifle because of Volatile Marksman and just get a bajillion explosions, and your class ability would rocket up, so that's not going to work anymore. Moving on from there, to compensate, they've increased the class ability energy on volatile detonation to 9%, up from 7%, and they reduced the cooldown here. But also, here's the real thing you need to know about. They fixed an issue where particle reconstruction was stacking with other debuffs, aka it will no longer stack with divinity. So if you've been going and trying to get the one phase kill on the final boss of the Sundered Doctrine Dungeon, the strat there was 2 Queen Breakers plus 1 Divinity guy. that's over, right? In fact, apparently what I've seen on Twitter is that if you actually shoot your linears into a divinity bubble, you get less damage than if you would have just shot them into an enemy normally and let particle reconstruction trigger. So huge change there. Take the divinity out of any of your damage strats, guys, because it was nerfed to the ground with its interaction with particle reconstruction. Obviously, after the season, it's still going to be very, very good, guys. But moving on from there, let's get to the brand new information within the TWAB. So first of all, Bungie announces the episode Heresy Act 2 developer livestream. It's going to take place on the upcoming Tuesday weekly reset, March 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific. They're going to reveal the content coming in Act 2, which goes live the following Tuesday weekly reset on March 11th, but they also say we're going to look ahead with a small preview of Act 3. Now, if you watch this live stream for at least 15 minutes, you will get this exclusive emblem as a Twitch drop. Now, moving on from there, they have Moments of Triumph going live for 2024. They say it's time again where we take a moment to reflect on the past year and celebrate everything you've accomplished. So, Moments of Triumph returns March 4th, so at the same time as that developer livestream goes live, with 33 challenges from the past year and a set of new rewards to earn. You can earn access to the new 2024 Moments of Triumph t-shirt, as well as the Techno Protection Ghost Shell and the Flag Bearer Sparrow. If you manage to complete 26 of the 30 challenges, you'll earn a title and access to purchase the pin, and you can see a breakdown of what you need to accomplish this stuff. Now, here is a look at the Moments of Triumph 2024 t-shirt, patch, and pin. Then you have the Ghost Shell pictured right here, as well as the Sparrow pictured right here, guys. Moving on from there, Bungie talks about Trials of Osiris. It is coming back tomorrow after a 1-week hiatus because of Iron Banner. And they say, while we usually leave maps and rewards as a Friday surprise, we want to give you a small look ahead as we continue to celebrate our changes to the Lighthouse and reward story in the Trials playlist. So they say for the first time since Trials returned, Solitude will be featured as your weekend battleground. Aisha's Care will be available as your reward. The return of our Strand Heavy Burst Pulse Rifle, packing a fun perk combinations for both PvE and PvP. The following week, we'll be returning to a fan favorite map, the Endless Veil, and the Adept Keen Thistle Sniper Rifle will be making its debut. Now, they then go on to talk about one of the biggest changes they made with Trials of Osiris, and that is an overhaul to the passage system. So you have the Lighthouse passage, and this will grant you a trip to the Lighthouse, and you open the big Lighthouse chest for a slew of rewards depending on your win streak. So what you're seeing me get in the background gameplay, that was just for a 5 win streak. That shows you just the volume of rewards you actually get from this. But even if you just get a 1 win streak, you'll have a chance at an adept, and you're guaranteed an adept with a 3 win streak, and it only goes up from there. But you also have the Trials passage, and this is just going to be like to get rewards, but just really to practice for a trip to the Lighthouse. If you are a more casual player, you can go with this route. Now, they say, wait, it's March already? Next Friday, March 7th, will also be the start of a fun Trials weekend, as you'll have your first crack at earning the Adept version of the powerful new sniper rifle Keen Thistle. Adept Keen Thistle with Lone Wolf and Closing Time? Yes, please. Or, if you want to meme a bit, Triple Tap and 4th times the charm can make the magazine feel nearly limitless. That is actually kind of crazy for like PvE. Even if you question your abilities with a sniper, we highly recommend getting this in your hands. Maybe it will convert you. All right, so pretty cool changes. And continuing with PvP, 2v2 Clash is coming next week, guys. Now, moving on from there, we have the Sundered Doctrine show match schedule, where teams are competing for the quickest time. And I'm just going to show you guys the chart of the different times these teams are running. And they say participating teams will have this particular Osmium Air emblem to give away as well. Like, so if you're a viewer, you might be able to snag one of those. And then And overall, guys, that is going to be it for the main pieces of information you need to know about. And so, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.